Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all keeping well. Thought I would do a little bit of a live stream. Chris has been doing some videos just to keep you all up to date with what's been going on. So I've got a little update to the for the Reform Mayor incident. What happened? Excuse me. What happened in a little town called Wisbeach? What we covered. So there's a little bit more. There's a little bit more to add to that, which I came across on X. I wasn't aware of it until I came across of it. So I'll stick that on the screen for you in a minute. So if you wouldn't mind, guys, hit the like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, jump in the chat. You know the score. So, blimey, I don't know. When will it end? It's just all these crazy stories just seem to be coming along relentlessly. It just seems no end to it. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Keep scratching my head. Being lost for words. But so I've got a few clips for you. I'll cover them and I'll have a little chat about them. The first clip I got, it is from X, and I can't remember who it came from now, so I can't credit them with it. Let me just have a look at a bit of paper. So this is an update. Just give me a sec. Let me just have a look at this. Just give me 1 second. Sorry. So there is a video on the channel, guys, called "Speaking English Now a Crime? Reform candidates reported by mayor over hate speech accusations." That's quite easy to find on the channel. There's got a lot of views. I've got a little update to bring you on that. Like I say, I wasn't aware of this until it cropped up on my X feed. So let's play the clip anyway. Hopefully it'll work. It should do. I checked it. So let's see what's been going on in the small market town of Wisbeach.
Right, last night I think it was about 8:30. The buzzer rings because I've got a fob. Hello, blah blah blah, police. I said, yeah. So I said, can we speak to you, Steve? Oh. Pressed it in. So I went out. Wouldn't let him in there properly because they ain't got a search warrant. And so, like, went outside my door. I told him, look, there's a post on Facebook where he put about today. I said, yeah, what about it? I said, look, at the end of the day, I said I kept a little bit back what I did see with a certain IC3. Heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what you posted about the mayor,
Yeah,
the police situation yesterday?
Yeah.
And the police essentially came over to you because of that?
Yes.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I know.
But
end of the day I was quite polite.
Yeah.
Shook his hand, said good night, sir.
Yeah. And then they left.
Well, they didn't.
But the point of it is as well, is that why have they gone to you?
Yeah.
Well,
but for putting a Facebook post up about something that happened.
we don't get on with the police.
Yeah.
Because there's no.
But that's irrelevant. Whether you get on with the police or not,
yeah.
you're entitled to the
Freedom.
same freedom of speech as anybody else.
Yeah.
All right. So there you have it. So it just gets more surreal as the days go by. So yeah, I mean, as you could hear the gentleman there explaining, he had a visit. He has had a visit, apparently, allegedly, from the local Cambridgeshire constabulary. Well, I assume it was Cambridgeshire. Wisbeach is in Cambridgeshire. Because he posted about this incident on Facebook. So quite. I'm not sure if he mentioned who reported it. I'm not sure. And I couldn't hear the clip because I had my audio settings turned off. But yeah, so it's not great, guys. It's not great for the freedom of speech issue we're currently having, or apparently we're not having, I guess, depending on who you'd like to listen to. Yeah, so that's just a little update to the other video, which I wasn't expecting anything else to come from it. Like I say, Wisbech is it's a tiny market town in the east of England, East Anglia, the heart of the Fens. But if you Google that on a map, you'll see it's a little tiny city, little tiny town, little tiny market town. Not exactly the sort of place you'd expect all this to be, really, but I guess it's everywhere. So yeah, it was quite surprised. I do know the Wisbech area, and it came to a little bit of a surprise for myself. I found the initial video or incident of what happened in Wisbech a little bit shocking. That allegedly the sitting mayor reported the mayoral candidate for reform for, I believe it's Cambridgeshire and Peterborough or something similar. Anyway, but the sitting Wisbech mayor allegedly reported the reform table which they had set up on the Wisbech marketplace, and so the police turned up for that, and also for an elderly gentleman who was partially deaf, and he asked, again, I believe it was alleged that he asked the mayor if he could speak clearly, and again, this elderly gentleman was reported to the police and had a little visit from them on the marketplace for potential hate crime. The accusation being he had asked the gentleman in question if he would mind speaking English, but actually he said, "Could you speak clearly?" So yeah, it's madness all round. Bonkers Britain, Great Britain. Is it? I don't know. Don't feel that great to me these days. Yeah, so that's that covered anyway. I just thought I'd bring you that little update. Now, as has been reported on GB News today, and Chris is in the process of compiling a video to cover this a little bit more, I believe. Reported record numbers coming over in small boats across the channel in excess of 700. I'm not really going to cover that because, like I say, Chris is in the middle of creating and editing or whatever's going on with it. A video to cover that, so give that a watch and see what he's unearthed regarding that. But what I have got, I've got a clip now for you from AY Audits. That's AY underscore audits. Now, I give AY credit. He's a great guy. Does a brilliant job bringing us videos from the hotels. He does a really, really good job. He's puts a lot of hard work in. So I give AY Audits a follow. I would have a little bit of a text box up with his channel name in, but that's what it is. AY underscore audits. So it's easy to find. You'll soon come across them. There's some really, really good videos what he's done, and I've stolen a little bit, a little clip out of his video. So I desperately want to give AY credit because he deserves every little bit of credit for his hard work. And yeah, I've just nicked it. So sorry, AY. I have to give you credit though, mate. I know what it's like putting all the work in and somebody stealing your work and not giving you credit. So anyway, let's go on to the clip. AY's he is doing the commentary on the video, so I'll keep my mouth shut and I won't talk over him. It's not a long clip. It's only about a minute, but it's quite interestingly, I don't know whether you could call it shocking or not. Maybe most of us are not really surprised, but what I found quite surprisingly shocking was the absolute blatancy of what appears to be going on. I have no factual evidence that what's occurring is what it looks like, but you make your own mind up. So let's go to the clip then.
Look at all these bikes, guys, yeah? All delivery bikes, yeah? Look, all delivery bikes, yeah? All of them going to work, yeah? More delivery bikes, look. Makeshift delivery bikes. Loads of them. I'm not going to come in no more, miss. If they've told me not to go inside, so I know I'm not going to go inside no more, okay? More delivery bikes here, look. So, guys, this is actually, I actually think, if I'm honest with you, that this is a hub for deliveries. Yeah. This is unbelievable, this is. There's loads of them. Scooters, mopeds, shopping trolleys. Let's have a quick count, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah? So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 bikes, yeah?
Right, so that's a little clip there from AY Audits. Head over to his channel if you want to see the full video, and the name of the hotel and whatever is in AY's video, so that'll tell you what it's in London. I believe it's EC1, I believe it is. But he'll give you all the details. It's well worth a watch. It's quite interesting. There's actually another gentleman there. I believe he said he was from Iran. He also said he'd got a job in a car wash. But let's say watch the video, and you'll better see and hear it for yourself, straight from the horse's mouth and straight from AY's camera. And there was another gentleman he spoke to from Malaysia. I believe I'm right in saying that he claimed he came here because he was arrested in his own country for some kind of drugs offence. So he legged it from Malaysia and came here. It's the best I could gather from that. But check out AY Audits, AY_audits. Check him out, and you'll see there his interactions with some of the residents of the hotel. Now this one, I'm not sure where this next clip on the show. I'm not sure where the clip is from. I'm not saying it's in the UK. It may be, but I have no information as to where it came from. But I'll let. Hopefully, these are not the sort of gentlemen who are important to the country. But I'll say not much more than that. You make your own. It's a very short clip, this one. So this is kind of linked. Well, it's a little bit related to AY Audits. Little clip there regarding the hotel residents, shall we call them? Just I don't know, comedy value, shocking. It's absolutely shocking. It really is. If you got kids, turn their heads away. Don't let. If you got kids, don't. I wonder what the hell this is about. Let me put the clip on. There we go. like I say, I'm not saying this is in the UK. It may be in it somewhere, but it could be anywhere. So I'm not gonna say it's the UK. But I mean, I find it both funny and absolutely disgustingly shocking. I just cannot. I mean, who would do this? I take it you can see what this chap's doing. I mean, where does it end, guys? Fortunately, it ends there because I've seen enough. To be honest with you, that is the full clip. What was on X? Like I said, I don't know how old it is. I don't know where the video clip came from, what country it is. It's just there. I just came across it and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's that. So I mean, I find it quite shocking if what it seems on AY Audit's video there, and it's not the first one. It's not the first one he showed. There was one prior to that, a couple of videos before that, I believe, where he's at another hotel, and while he's standing in the foyer of the hotel, one of the residents wheels out his bicycle with a food delivery box on the back, straight past and out the front door, and then shortly afterwards another one. So the hotels seem to know what's going on, and it's being allowed. And I think personally, I just think it's absolutely an absolute scandal. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't blame any of these migrants. I really I don't blame. It's not their fault. It's not their fault for coming here. I don't blame them at all. When in their shoes, I would probably do the same. I don't blame them for going out and doing deliveries or whatever they do, food deliveries, car washing. I don't blame them at all if they can get away with it and fiddle some cash. I'd probably do the same. But I do blame the authorities who are allowing this to what appears to be blatantly allowed to go on. The small boats are... There's absolutely no attempt at stopping them other than the old smash the gangs, which that's working really well. So while they can come, you can't really blame them. It's the responsibility is with our authorities in the United Kingdom. It's as simple as that. You can't lay it at anybody else's doors. You can't even lay it at the doors of the gangs. As terrible as they are, and what a shitty business they're involved in, if they can get away with it and earn all this money, they're going to do it. It's that's human nature for you. But some I mean, guys, come on, something's got to be done. I mean, how much more of this can go on? I've heard various figures bandied around 8 million, 9 million a day. And that alone I find shocking. Not just because it's 8, 9 million, whatever, millions a day. The most shocking thing I find is when it comes to the grooming gangs inquiry, the best that can be done is scrape up 5 million quid for some, I don't know, just to try and shut everybody up, I guess. That's just how it feels. And yet apparently it's costing more per day to house these residents in hotels. I mean, how shocking is that? So that's 9, 18, 27, 54, 63. If it's 9 million a day, it's like 63 million a week. I believe it's 56 million if it's 8 million a day without adding up and aid. I think I've pretty sure. But I mean, why not throw 1 week of hotel costs at the biggest scandal in recent British history, certainly in my lifetime, and the best we can do is 5 million quid. Where has logic gone in this country? I don't know. Anyway, this kind of leads me into my next clip. This clip is courtesy of GB News. I'm not quite sure how long it is. It should only be a couple of minutes, I believe. But I may even sort of cut it short. We'll see. But I'll get into the clip. This is from GB News. This is regarding Foreign Secretary. So let's play the clip anyway. There's a young lady on here making some very good points. So watch the clip, guys.
So if you look at past examples as well, there are many. Somalia, when they were in crisis, they're still first of all, they're still regarded as one of the top worst countries for corruption. We gave them hundreds of millions, and we actually found that it was benefiting terrorist groups like Al-Shabaab, and that was due to our poor oversight. We funded a British health project that paid ghost workers and gave money to police forces and units that were actually accused of extrajudicial killings. So that's one example. You have the Republic of Congo, who we sent billions to, and actually then we found out that over 21 million had gone missing from one individual project. So we built up a record of so many times where we've jumped in because it's the right thing to do when people are in crisis and there's vulnerable people. We want to give them water, shelter, food. We want to help their country. But in fact, we're not really doing as much good. And these aren't small figures we're talking about. So for example, David Lammy just announced 120 million. But last year, we said we were giving 113 million over to Sudan to help. And that was for the last financial year. We also said we're going to give an extra 15 billion just designated for people that have been displaced and fleeing Sudan. So there's a lot of money here at stake. And I think we need to learn from our past failed attempts of helping other countries and actually put our money where our mouth is and get some strong objectives and some key, project indicators and goals.
And I wonder actually if therein lies the rub, Joanna. Is that possible? Now, we can all agree that where there is desperate need, we should be helping the world's neediest. But if we cannot guarantee that money is actually serving that purpose, and if instead the money is being siphoned off, then is the whole venture just a flawed project?
Yeah, well, this is exactly the problem, where because we've not only handled countries in crisis wrong, we've also handled our foreign aid budget wrong. So the TPA had revealed a few weeks ago, actually, that £99 million alone was spent on a research project to develop or to teach Kenyans and other parts of Africa and Asia how to use air fryers and electrical units to cook instead of them using log fires and traditional wood burners, because that was bad for the environment. When we put that massive amount of money next to something like our foreign aid to go towards an actual crisis, we begin thinking, what are we actually using this money for? And is all the money in the budget actually going towards something worthwhile from its beginning to its end?
It's astonishing to hear that foreign aid money is being spent on air fryers. I thought I'd heard it all, Joanna.
Well, there you go. So the Foreign Secretary has announced £120 million in aid to Sudan. And that brings me back to my previous point. You got £120 million to throw at another foreign country, but all you can scratch up for countless thousands of young, underage schoolgirls, mostly subjected to the most horrific torture and all the rest of it. You know the score, guys. Like I say, nobody really knows what the figure is. I've heard figures ranging from tens to hundreds to possibly a million. I don't know. I don't know which figure to believe because nobody knows. There's no transparency at all. It's just being swept under the carpet. But we got 120 million quid to pop over to Sudan, which fair play. I mean, the people of Sudan are suffering. I'm not an expert on Sudan, but the last I heard, it was a civil war. So it's kind of it could be argued as self-inflicted, but I'm not going to be that harsh. People in desperation. I don't have a problem with helping guys. I'm a Christian. I'm a firm believer in helping out the needy and all the rest of it. But when do you where is the line drawn that you can't help your own needy in your own country, but you can help other needy people in foreign countries? That, I mean, let's face it, we have no real connection to Sudan. Not that I know of, anyway. I mean, not that matters. Being charitable is a good thing to a point. But when you've got English people living on the streets, veterans and the like, homeless, and struggle to get the necessary help. I know there is help out there, but it's not always adequate. There's a big lack of mental health support available in this country, as many of us know. It's terribly difficult to access good mental health facilities, and I have no doubt that some of the veterans who are languishing on our streets in abject poverty would be suffering from mental health issues, PTSD, depression, and everything what goes with it, addictions maybe brought on by those ailments. And if we can't help our veterans, well then, I'm afraid, in my opinion, if we can't offer sufficient and good full-on support for our veterans, then we can't afford to offer it to anyone outside of this country. That's my opinion. They should be treated with the utmost respect. They signed up to serve this country and the citizens of this country, regardless of where you live, where you came from, what your name is, what your skin colour is. They didn't ask them questions. They signed up to serve the country and potentially put their lives potentially give their lives and body parts in service of this country and to protect its citizens. And we can't adequately support them, it seems. Now, again, I'm no big expert on that. I just kind of say it as I've seen it. My son is a veteran, so this is an issue very close to my heart. I think it was shocking. And, yeah, I don't think it's very good. And again, not forgetting, 120 million to Sudan, but all they can scratch up is 5 million for the grooming gang victims and survivors. I think that's equally as shocking. All this money's available for everything else, except citizens of the United Kingdom. I just find it really, really shocking. But I don't know. That's, seems to be a sign of the times. Seems to be a sign of the times. Now the last clip I've got, Richard Inman posted this up on X, so I've nicked it off of Richard's stream. I'm sure he won't. I'm sure Richard won't mind. You can grass me up to him if you want. As one of Richard's friends who's arranging a protest in London on the 28th of June. Let me put the clip on, and then we'll have a chat about that. Let me put the clip on.
Good morning, everyone. Just having a short little walk with my dog. Look at this beautiful part of the country, eh? The countryside of England, you cannot beat it. Look at this, look. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So while I'm out walking, I thought I'd do this short video just to let you all know about the next For the Children demonstration, which will be held on Saturday the 28th of June in central London, where we will be marching to Downing Street, demanding a full national public inquiry into the grooming and rape gangs. It is beyond a joke now with this government, and we need to show this government we are not having none of it. It can't carry on. So listen, please come out with us Saturday 28th of June. We need boots on the pavement, yeah? All of you lads, we need you all out. You've all got children and grandchildren. I have, and I fear for them. This government don't care about them, so we've got to show we care about them. Saturday 28th of June, see you all there, central London. We march to Downing Street. Together we are stronger. For the children.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Together we are stronger, and it should be for the children. Now, I mean, I know there's different views on how much point there is to protest and all of this goes on. Now, what I would say to that is anyone who expects that a protest will suddenly effect some kind of change and all the rest of it, maybe not. I wouldn't say it won't, because how do I know? I don't know. But we'll go with that. Yeah, possibly protest, seemingly nothing happens from it. But look at it this way. When the Free Palestine marches go ahead, which they have been doing for over a year now in lots and lots of cities across the country, you could say the same. You could say the same about that. What do they achieve? Nothing. The conflict in Israel and Gaza is still ongoing. It's still going on. Nothing's changed. Nothing has happened. But how many people have been made aware of that conflict who maybe wouldn't have been aware? Okay, so again, forgetting that the grooming gang issue, as we all know, it gets very, very scant coverage on the likes of BBC, Sky News, Channel 4, all the rest of them, ITV, all your mainstream media. It doesn't, except for GB News, and maybe Talk. I'm not sure. I don't really watch Talk TV or Talk Radio very much. But as far as mainstream media goes, where you just your general man and lady on the street, that's what they watch. BBC News, ITV News, whatever, you know, your mainstream media. So their awareness of the severity of this scandal may be quite low. So in my opinion, being on the streets, waving your flags, waving your signs, making a noise, behaving yourself, put up a good show, Nobody wants any trouble. Nobody wants to get locked up or arrested or nothing like that. But your general run of the mill Joe Public, who's not quite so much into social media and not quite on the ball as what we would be regarding these issues. Hopefully, the protests raise the profile of these issues. They bring them into people's homes who wouldn't normally hear about them. Maybe they look into it. Maybe they just have a little Google. Perhaps they have a little bit of a look on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. But there's nothing at all wrong with the only real difference is to massively raise public awareness, and that's what it needs. It needs all your Joe Public to be shocked and to realise what a massive scandal this all is. So yeah, I would say if you can support that, guys, it's in London, 28th of June. Make a point of trying to attend, guys. There should be thousands and thousands of us on the streets for a cause like this. If that's not worth a wander around and a bit of flag waving and making a little bit of noise and behaving ourselves, not drinking out cans of beer and giving them a chance to label us far right thugs. But what better cause is there to go out on the streets? These are our children. These are our grandchildren, daughters, mothers, wives that we're talking about here. I mean, it's a horrendous thing. And as you've heard me mention quite a few times through this stream, a paltry £5 million chucked at this again is just like, oh yeah, let's just fob them off with some garbage, and they'll go away and shut up. But don't let us be shut up. We won't be silenced. We will not. Well, I'll try not to be anyway, unless they lock me up. Stranger things have happened, don't they? And they keep happening. That's all I've got written on my piece of paper. And there's so much news keep coming up. I watch. I have GB News on. I can hear it, and I'll be doom scrolling through X, and it's just relentless. I just wish it'd stop. It's just a constant stream of head and hands moments, lost for words moments. It's just incredible. When I go on YouTube, my YouTube feed is just full of all this peculiar happenings and things going on. It's just absolute madness. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What I will do though is, on behalf of the British government, is I will wish you all a very happy Easter week, and I may not be able to get another live stream up before the weekend, so I wish you hope you have a lovely Good Friday, a lovely Easter Sunday, and an enjoyable Bank Holiday Monday. So you got a 4-day weekend. And why have you got a 4-day weekend? Because of Jesus Christ's suffering on the cross for us bunch of toasters, for all of our sins. And this is a Christian country, still, just built on Christian beliefs. And whether you're a Christian or not, that's kind of irrelevant. It doesn't make it any less of a Christian-based culture and society we live in. And government seem hell-bent on promoting every other religious holiday except Christianity, and I personally find that extremely offensive. Extremely offensive. And I don't know what. Other than to say I find it offensive and I'm offended, I don't know what else I can say about it without going into a total rant, which would probably be a little bit unchristian, maybe. I don't know. But you can only turn the cheek turn your cheeks so many times, and a lot of what's going on in the country where we should be rightly upset about, and why the authorities just cannot or will not seem to grasp this fact. I just don't know. In all my years, I've never ever experienced anything like this. It may be because of social media making it more visible or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think so. Like when all this rubbish comes to a tiny little market town like Wisbech, which we've covered, like I say, look at a map. It's a tiny little speck in East Anglia, with a population of about 50 people. There's a bit more than 50, but you know what I mean. It's just a tiny little market town, and all this woke two-tier. God, I don't know. There's so many words and descriptors you can use for all this rubbish, but most of them I'm actually in fear of saying them. I'm really a bit too old to go and sit in a bloody police station, let alone a prison cell. That's not really for me. But they could just knock any time for anything. They could knock on the door for this video. I might have said something what I'm not supposed to. I don't know. How do you judge? How do you judge these things anymore? It doesn't. I don't know. It's just beyond me. What else have I got? I'll tell you what else I'll bring up, guys. Will this come up? No, it won't. What about if I drag this up here? I just want to try and get another. There we go. It's over my ugly face, so you can see it there. And this is another protest. This one is on the 26th of 26th of April. Sorry, I was just reading. I was just reading a message. 26th of April, Piccadilly Gardens, Manchester. Piccadilly Gardens, obviously made famous by Charlie Veitch. If you don't know who Charlie Veitch is, look him up. Check Charlie out. Good old Charlie's. I think gets out and about. But yeah, it's Piccadilly Gardens. Yeah, that's what Charlie calls it, Crackadilly Gardens. But yeah, so 26th of April, 2 p.m. meet. I mean, you can see by the post, guys, what it's about. Time to shine a light on those in positions of authority who chose to cover up the SA. We demand accountability for the victims and survivors. I'll add survivors because a lot of these young ladies prefer to be called survivors rather than victims, which is understandable. I know exactly where they're coming from, what they mean. But that's another one, guys. For the children, make some noise, bring the spotlight onto this, keep this in the spotlight, and there needs relentless pressure. Email your MPs, whatever, repost some of this stuff on your Facebook. Be careful though, guys, be careful. Don't get yourself in trouble. But you can this is Patriots of Britain, apparently. But again, should be a really big crowd at that. So if you could make it, please make an effort to make it. Let's keep shining a light onto this absolute scandal. And just keep it just keep it visible and not let it get hidden and tucked away again. And yeah, get yourself down there. Hopefully the weather will be nice for it, and make a big showing, make a lot of noise, make a lot of shouting, a lot of flag waving, a lot of banners, placards, shouting, boogles, and if you're not sure what to do, watch the Free Palestine mobs. They'll show you how to get on. But, don't perhaps go as far as they do, because we'll get arrested, unlike them. But yeah. So, as you may have just seen in the chat, Chris has just came across this. This just came out. Met Police reportedly closely monitoring surge in far-right politics in London football firms. It's probably been leaked. I dare say, been closely monitoring bloody all of us far-right thugs. Far-right. I mean, what's that about? I had to look. Well, I kind of knew what far-right was, but I had to check. I can't keep up with what I am, whether I'm far-right thug, Islamophobe, homophobe, transphobe, anti-Semitic, racist. The list goes on. Fascist, Nazi. I don't know which one I am, really, to be honest with you. I find the anti-Semitic, Nazi, fascist label a little bit strong. I have nothing against anyone at all who's Jewish or Israeli. Nothing at all. I would be 100% behind and against any persecution of any religious minority, to be honest with you. But obviously the Jewish population is something that should be very, very close to the people of the United Kingdom. We fought a world war not because of that, because we wasn't aware, but kind of we fought a world war against the evil forces that was conducting this genocide against the Jewish people, among others. And not to forget that there was also coloured people, gypsies, the disabled, the mentally ill, blah blah blah. They didn't they didn't fall short of trying to leave anybody out. They weren't very discriminatory. So yeah. But yeah, it's perhaps what the Met Police should be doing is closely monitoring the surge in anti-Semitism in the capital city of this once great country. That would be my recommendation. If they're not already, perhaps that's something you ought to get on with, guys. If you are, well done. Right, have I got anything else I want to cover? I don't know. Let's have a little. I mean, well, I have. There's so much keep cropping up on my various feeds. I can't. I honestly. I just can't keep up with it. I get lost. Oh my god. I'm not sure what. hang on, let me just see if I can. I can't really get that to come up very well. No, I don't know where this from. Oh, blimey. That was a bit of a shambles, but you got the idea, guys. I'll read you the text. This is from Dr. Malouf on X. And his description is Afghanistan. Listen to her screams. A 9-year-old Afghan girl was forcibly married to a 50-year-old man. Her screams are the only way to express the pain and fear in her heart. Women and girls have no rights under Sharia law. And what the truth of that is, like I say, I have no concrete, verifiable facts. This is a clip on X. So that is the caveat by Dr. Malouf, Dr. Malouf. He has got 233,000 followers, so he may not be posting up fake news, but I'm not posting that as facts. I'm posting that as I've just seen this on X. So, what else? There's just so much I don't know what to show you, to be honest with you. It's just ridiculous. Oh, blimey. Prison officers fear being beheaded by Islamist terrorists in Britain's most violent jails, reports GB News. That's probably a little bit shocking and a little bit scary for any prison officers. They do a tough enough job as it is, I guess, without living in that sort of fear. Oh my goodness me. Well, I can't show you that one, guys, because it is way too graphic. But it does involve the usual. No. Oh my God. Oh, bloody hell. You must what? This is posted up. This is absolutely disgusting. I couldn't. My God. If you look on X for Jewish Zionist in brackets, I will follow back, closed brackets. If you want to watch this, I would probably recommend against it. But the descriptor in the X post it says the usual. Now, this is not in the UK. This is not in the UK. It says that the usual suspects execute a Thai worker, and if I couldn't show you guys. This is, absolutely shocking. That's probably. I'm surprised it's still on X. That's probably the most shocking post I've ever seen on X. I can show you this. If I can sort myself out. There you go. This is France. So this is Christians in France. But this is another X post. Thousands and thousands and thousands of Christians. So this is for a post from Inevitable West. Breaking: more than 20,000 French Christians celebrating Palm Sunday tonight in Lourdes. So that's my best to go at that one. France is a Christian nation. Well, the United Kingdom is also a Christian nation. And whoever the idiot John Carpenter is on X, who says that Catholics are not Christian, I suggest you learn your theology a little bit better than that, my friend. I better get that off. Sorry. Let's have a look, see if there's anything that I can show you. Oh my word. There's another one from Dr. Malouf of alright, well I'll show you. I'll put it on screen. Hang on, let me sort myself out. So. You want to watch it again? It's only 13 seconds, so there you go. Feast your eyes on insanity. Feast your eyes on insanity, guys. Please do. Oh dear. Right. Excuse me. Oh dear. Well, there's lots on here I could show you. But most of it, I'm a bit too scared to show you, to be honest with you. Because there's so much shocking stuff. So I'll leave X alone now. If not, I'll end up bloody doom scrolling again and won't be able to get off of it. But yeah, okay. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to have to get some dinner. It's 9 p.m. here in the UK. So I'll leave it there. Hit the like, guys. Hit subscribe. Please share the video. Leave a comment. Drop in the chat. I'm hoping to maybe do an open mic. A bit of an open mic session. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when. I'll see if I can get that rigged up. I did try, and it wasn't working very well, but I think I've got it figured out now. So you will be able to hop into the stream and have your say, as long as you don't come in on the stream with any radical remarks or anything which may get you and me both into trouble. More likely you, because you'll be saying or doing it, not me. So we don't no radical racist. Where does that end? Homophobic, Islamophobic, transphobic, swearing. I'm sure you're intelligent enough to not get yourself in a bother, guys. But yeah, I'll try and get an open mic set up and get some of you involved in that. Get you on the stream. Hopefully you'll be up for that. If not, I'll sit here talking to myself as usual. Well, talking to you lovely people out there. So I would just like to say, God bless everyone out there. God bless you all, and have a wonderful Easter break. Just remember why you're having that break. It's not because the government gave it to you. Jesus Christ gave this break to you. As he did Palm Sunday, which has just passed us by without mention, where Jesus entered Jerusalem on the back of a donkey, and there was a massive crowd with palm leaves and palm fronds, or whatever you call them, and ushering him into Jerusalem, which caused a bit of a stink at the time, I believe. So that was Palm Sunday. So we've got Good Friday coming up, then Easter Sunday, and Easter Monday. Just bear in mind what you are getting this holiday for is to remember Christianity and our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, who died for us nasty, horrible, sinful people. So yeah, and don't forget you're in a Christian country, guys. Even if you're not a Christian, these you need to protect your Christian values. And if you're not a Christian, I suggest you become one. But anyway, God bless you all. May you all stay safe, and you and your family, may you all stay safe and healthy. And I'll hopefully see you all very, very soon. Keep an eye out for Chris's next video. He's got to come and give that a look. And thanks, guys. Love to you all. And like I say, God bless to you all as well. Thank you very much. Bye, 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 bye.